Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am doing a 20-day survival challenge. Hopefully, you guys stick around and see the whole thing because some funny things happen. But Strife's not with us today, as usual. Because, he's the most miserable man alive. So we'll get into it. Hopefully, you guys like it. And you'll see some funny stuff. Day one consisted of getting a bunch of wood and finding a place to make a base. As much as you guys know how to play Minecraft, it's pretty much generic. But I hate spawning in the birch forest because I like oak wood better. Brown supremacy over the white. But you get to see my humble beginnings right now. And I really need a script because I'm running out of things to say a minute in. Hope you guys like my character skin that I made myself. It also takes a while to get a map too, since I decided to not spawn with one like I normally do. My wife is laughing at me because I can't talk. But we all need stone to start off with to make our best beginnings.
It's like Forrest Gump trying to run. He always stumbles.
You done? So pretty much once you get your stone tools, you can throw away your wood ones. They're pretty much useless. The progression in Minecraft's not very fast once you get past stone. You think people actually watch this, babe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the point in even doing it?
What do you mean?
If no one watches it.
For the viewers.
You said no one watches it.
Someone out there sees this. But I think after this is where I find my clearing to make my house. And it's not going to be a tri-level mansion either. So I finally made it to a clearing. I started clearing out some dirt. Hopefully build my house in and, get a great start to the video. I have done a lot of trimming, as I can see. I'm kind of recording and deleting it, trying to figure out what I think looks good or sounds good. But my house eventually becomes a 2-story kind of, not tri-level mansion, but big enough for me to have what I need right now. So hopefully we'll see how it goes, and maybe you'll see some funny stuff. Who knows? Day 1 and 2 consisted of me building my starter house and trying to see what blocks fit where and, all the cool shit that goes with that. But yeah, there's not much to see. I trimmed a lot out of what I was doing. I hope everyone's liking what's going on right now. I've never done this type of editing before where I'm watching myself play and kind of narrate. But as you see, I am undecided on symmetry, or, well, I know I want it to be symmetrical, but how far I want it to go. And I think eventually I changed the birch to oak planks because I don't like it. I'd rather have it as the floor for the most part, unless I strip the logs and make them look pale and it kind of blends in. But yeah, I'm recording this as I'm playing Hightail as well, so I might do a video on that. Strife's kind of having issues with the new update, so I don't know when we're going to get together next. It'd be cool, but we're both grown-ass men that have our own grown-ass schedules, so it's kind of hard to get together and try to figure out what we want to do. Him more than me. He lives an hour away from me, and where we record's my house. So I mean, it's kind of, if you know, you know, you know. It's kind of like you have friends that hang out with you, and then you, you know, it's not like you stop talking, but it's like you can't fit each other in each other's schedule once you have kids and families. But yeah, my wife's pretty understanding. But yeah, there's an edit there. I kind of surprised myself. But you can see the house is kind of coming along. Tell that pig, get the fuck out of my house. But that won't last long because I need a shelter and food. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen in this game. And I don't know if I should go to the nether or not on the 20th day and then try to resume it from there. But we'll see where it takes us because such is life in Soviet Alaska. Actually, you know what? I don't know. It's been weeks since I've got on the world, so I can't even remember. I think I might keep the birch walls. I don't know. I'm pretty contradictory. It's every world I make's different. It's not like I do the same thing in every one. There was one time I had a house on top of the world, and then a waterfall going down to the ground was your way to go up and down. So it was cool. But that was inspiration from Terraria with the cloud houses. I'm really hoping this kind of takes off. I don't know what I'm doing. I got my baby feeding next to me, and I don't know if you can hear her slurping, but it's kind of annoying. So I'm going to edit some more and come back. Hopefully you guys like it. End of day 2. Day 3 is commencing. Yeah, I finished up part of the house. You can see it's almost done. Nice little sunrise. I about said sunset. But yeah, I like vibrant visuals a lot. It makes everything look good and smooth and, but it does take away from that classic Minecraft look. Kind of looks like I have mods on my Xbox, which I wish I could play this on my computer with texture packs and stuff without my computer frying. But yeah, hopefully when I record some hightail, it turns out pretty good. We want to make videos on that, and I want to do more Switch games videos with my wife and kids. Maybe we've been playing through Diablo and Super Mario World or whatever that is on the Switch. Got my baby right next to me on my lap watching her little cartoon. And don't worry, it's not Coco Melon. I despise that shit. But yeah, day 3, I explore a little bit. Trying to find a cave prospect or something. Trying to look for stuff to mine, which I do eventually find a nice cave. And looking back on it, I should have found the cave that I saw before I found my spot to build my house, because that cave would have been easy to find. I wouldn't have spent so long looking for one. So down to the mines we go. I also want to say I appreciate all my subscribers too before I edit some more and show off my successful skills editing on DaVinci. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm awkward to talk, guys. Not used to narrating after the fact. I can react just fine when I'm playing the game, like you see in Left 4 Dead, but yeah. Sorry to run out of things to say. I do want to say creepers are the bane of my existence since they are so silent. They blow up on you, and right now I have no armor on, so that would definitely kill me if you got the jump on me, and I would have lost my stuff and got mad. It's kind of why I don't play hardcore. And I'll be honest, when I used to play before, I'd turn on peaceful when I go in the nether too, because I got tired of getting blown up when I'm trying to find a fortress. So yeah, but now I've graduated from that. I can go in caves and nether without crying and bitching. Well, I made it out of the mine. Found a baby pig, if you saw that. Cut down some more trees, and we'll be on my way back home to finish the house. Hopefully, You know how it goes. Day 4, as you see, sugarcane on fleek. I do believe that sugarcane on sand grows faster than dirt or whatever else it can grow on. But yeah, hopefully we get some iron tools. We can mine some diamonds once we find some. Kind of decorate our house a little bit. But, of course we need a roof. What's that, baby? You want to say something? The microphone? She's the sweetest, bro. I wouldn't trade but having kids for anything. Because eventually they're going to grow up, and I'm going to be, what? So I'm 25 now, plus 18. Be 43 when this one turns 18, I guess. I don't know. That sounds right. I'm actually 26 now that I think about it. Yeah. So I'll be 44. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy, baby? Yeah. You want to say something? Huh? Talk? Say your first words for YouTube. Come on. But yeah, anyway. Day 4 didn't really happen too much. Like, it's pretty slow once you're starting off. Like, unless you're mining or finding something cool. Just like Minecraft, bro. It's a smooth sailing process until it's not, and then you get killed. Day 5, here we come. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm kind of like stopping and going and trying to figure out what I need to put in, what I need to take out, and I don't know, just other BS. See here, I almost died here to the skeleton. It kind of made me mad that I looked that dumb on camera. And there's a horse right there. I thought when I came out for a split second it was a skeleton horse. But yeah, you guys get to see it firsthand that I'm not the smartest. But you can see that he dropped his helmet for me. That was the first piece of armor I got. But I could have made copper a long time ago and been a little bit better equipped for that fight. But, it's whatever. I spent a lot of day 4 chopping down trees. You guys didn't get to see that. But I think this is really cool, being able to edit in real time and see what's going on. Because when I'm playing, obviously this was probably a month ago when I'm filming this. But when I'm playing, I'm like, I want to add this here. I want to joke about this here. And I never write it down. So how many funny moments are lost to time because I just forget I'm an old man. You being vocal now? You like your rocket ships? But yeah, I got my other kid trying to nap right now, and hopefully she doesn't shit herself in her room and try to play in it like she did last time. That was just fucking gross. But speaking of that, I talk about it a lot, but I enjoy being a dad because before I met my woman, I didn't have any kids. She had 2 before me, so that was kind of eye-opening for me to try to figure out what I need to learn, and obviously patience. And speaking of that, right there on the screen, I get so mad when I see that rewards pops up because it's just like a distraction that I could edit out, but I don't have the skills right now to take that without taking the inventory off the screen with it. But I'm not like strived where I can add different stuff to it, you know. So he'll have to show me some time, and maybe I'll learn some, and who knows. But this is day 5 still, and I kind of look awkward, I think, to myself playing. It's like, what do I do here? But I don't know what the end goal is for this world either, because it's Minecraft. It's open-ended. I could stop right now and be fine, just knowing that I built my house and survived my first 5 days. But I turned it to 20, and turning it to 20 might turn into 40, turn into 60. And once I get better at adding times and stuff and adding and taking away stuff that I need, then maybe I'll do like 100 days within like a 20-minute span, which would be insane. But, I want to be like Luke the Notable kind of with these kind of videos. I'm trying to talk, baby. But yeah. You're also looking at the start of a chicken pen in this world that will get me infinite feathers and chicken meat once I get looting on my sword. I don't think currently I have a cow pen yet. So, yeah, I need to make a garden first, which, to be honest, I can't remember if I made a garden yet or not either. I spent a lot of the time mining or just cutting down trees so that I could have material to build with. I do need to, build an enchantment table at least before I end the series because, or not series, but video. I got 5 days left to film on my 20 day, so who knows? I wish, absolutely wish, and hope that this video will help me take off and people don't just tune out 3 minutes in like they usually do. But I know some people might watch the whole thing through and be like, oh, these guys are funny. I bet this video is ass. Because it's like when you first learn how to talk on a camera or a video, it's like you're just awkward and you don't know what to say. This is even worse. So I'm trying to find a cave right now, and I don't really have any good luck besides, I see this up here. I'm like, oh my, this might be a good cave to be in. But you all know how that goes. When you get your hopes up, they get dashed away. So I'm like, oh, this looks promising, right? I think, yeah, at this point I had full copper armor, which is nice, but turned out to be a water cave. It's my favorite. So I turn around and go about my merry way, thinking that might be a good one. And when I'm playing the game, I look at that and I go, God damn it! Because then I look dumb when I'm recording. It's like, where's the damn caves at, bro? And we always need that little bit of coal to help us through. You guys want to let me know if you like the new copper update too. I know it's been a while since it came out, but I think every day there's a new person playing, so we'll see. I also feel really bad for people that have not played Minecraft since it came out. So I played the Pocket Edition on the school tablets we had, and I remember when TNT wouldn't even detonate. You could just put it down and create, and that was it. And then I remember when villages were added without the villagers, along with enchanting without lapis lazuli. It was kind of cool. Kind of made me mad when they changed it because it's like, why? It worked before. So at this point, this cave was looking pretty good. I don't have a shield yet either, which I always forget. Speaking of, in Hightail, I finally got full iron armor, which is cool. An iron pickaxe and shovel and all that. So maybe one day me and Strife will play it. Yeah, I've noticed too since the Copper Age have come out that iron's not as common for me as it used to be. I mean, unless I go like really deep in the deep slate and find a bunch of iron, it's kind of like non-existent for the moment. Which, granted, there's two ore veins right next to each other, but I think that's probably like the third time I found iron in this whole world. But I usually get lucky on the mountaintops. I'll find a bunch. More iron down there. I didn't realize. So yeah, I kind of stopped recording when I couldn't find stuff, and I didn't want to show everybody mining for an hour trying to find out where I was going. Still day 6 though, which is, I don't know, time doesn't really fly in the game like I thought it used to. Like my first world on updated Bedrock is like 3,000 days or something like that. I don't even know. I used to place a block for every, day went by in the game, but then lost track. So who even knows if it's right? And that was before the worlds were infinite too. I think. I'm not sure. No, because I know the Xbox One version had infinite worlds. But I did find some deep dark, and I don't like that. The warden kind of, I always screw up around him, and I kill it, or I get killed by it, not kill it. Now this is what sucks about the new cave generation. It's just so massive that you get jumped all the time when you're trying to mine something. And I got a carrot for the garden, which is nice. You can trade that with the villagers later on. See, that creeper blowing up would have killed me if I hadn't been in that hole. Diamonds! I love that I'm almost dying every time I fight a skeleton in this game. No, the worst luck would have been suffocating in that gravel when it fell. I would have been so mad. Is it safe now? Onward and upward. More diamonds up there, but I didn't know if it was safe or not. So like I kind of throw torches down and then come back to it. So I got enough for a pickaxe now. For those of you that are not versed in the crafting. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with that one. But didn't find much else. I kind of decided just to go home for the day and put my stuff in the furnace. It's day 7 as well. It means 13 more days till this video is over with, and I can stop being so awkward when I talk. Yeah, at that moment, I'm like, I'm making a blast furnace. Wait, this don't take forever. And finally get the obsidian I need to hopefully go to the nether on our last few days. At this point, too, I wanted to explore my map all the way and try to figure out what I want to do and if there's any villages around I can steal from. You guys noticed that painting? It's the Lord of the Rings one. I thought that was cool as a kid. I immediately knew what that was. And the new paintings really don't fit the vibe. If you guys know that if a zombie drowns while it's wearing armor, has weapons, and turns into a drowned, you get the armor and weapons at full durability instead of whatever low piece you're supposed to get. Just want to let you know. This is where I'm getting my map together to try to figure out how big this place is and if I'm screwed on the biomes. Also, if you didn't know, when you make a brand new map, you have to explore it at least 3 times to get the spawn map you could start with. But I was stocking up on food right now so I can run around. You'll see it in a minute, but I hate the snowy biomes that make you fall through the ground with a passion. I don't know how many times I fell into a cave and died because of that shit. Those are pretty horsey too. So here we are. I always choose to do this shit last if I see it on the map. There we go. There it starts. Which I guess I could have worn leather boots, but still, I shouldn't have to do that shit to run and get my map done. And if you're listening really closely, you'll hear a creeper going every time it's getting suffocated. See, I thought I was safe, but then a zombie gets me too. It kept pushing me back into that, and then I was freezing, not dying yet, but couldn't hit him through the snow, but he's getting me every time I walked out. And then hindsight, I should have waited till my food bar was, or my health bar was full, because it ends up biting me in the ass. Yep, right there. Right there. That's where at the point I was like, God damn it! So then I figure out I need to get my stuff back. I don't bother grabbing anything because I'm right there by my house. So here I am running across the plains to get my map back, hopefully. So at this moment, I'm like, it all looks the same. I can't find my shit. I'm getting mad. Ice is ice. I hope you guys are having fun watching this too, because I feel like I'm talking to the void and not being very good at this, but I'm sure eventually I'll do better and not be kind of retarded doing this. So at that point, I'm like, I recognize that little overhang right there with the stone. So maybe my stuff's over there. But at that point, I'm freaking out. And this is what makes me even more mad. There's a white rabbit I probably wanted to punch, but it's not worth losing my stuff over. There it is right there to my right. You see it? Boom. Yeah, and I was kind of upset I lost my diamond pickaxe too, and I got it back, which was amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if something picked it up and walked away with it and died, and I lost it all. So I'm not really worried about the iron pickaxe too, because I can make more of those. I just don't have any more diamonds right now. I also went on a cow killing spree too to get more leather to eventually have my bookshelves for the enchantment table. But this time I grabbed my bed because I was hoping to sleep when it hit nighttime, so I'm not fighting in the dark again. Because I still forgot to make a shield. I was trying to roast him without killing him. So yeah, off to the map races again because I want to get it done before day 20. And then there's a village up there too, which was amazing. I couldn't find a bundle though, which I'm gonna have to hard deck it and make my own, I guess. And that was when I was like, nah, I shouldn't jump off there. I'm also really glad Minecraft doesn't lag out when I'm playing. Because the Odyssey videos are kind of disappointing for a game I really love to play. It lags out on the video. It's like, so sadly, there will be no part 3 of Assassin's Creed Odyssey until I can get a better rig. Don't care how funny I am or whatever. If you guys are disappointed, I probably will hear about it, I guess. Or not. Who knows? And I really did not want to hit that villager on accident and get the golem up my ass. But there's not much to see after this. I think I find one more village and raid it and kill their animals, like right here, because I need the leathers. I do like how Hightail minimized like the animals having leather. So you have like small, medium, or large leather. It's kind of cool. But you know, such is life. I also love jumping off shit and breaking my legs. But halfway through now. It's not day 10. Got 10 more to go. And I still got to finish the last half of the video. But I really like how it turned out. And doing this is a lot of fun. It's just a lot of talking to myself, really, and I like to watch myself play. It's kind of narcissistic. Red flag. But yeah, I think I'm funny. I think when I'm with Strife, that's when I get to be the funniest. And my wife, when I'm around other people, I can think of all kinds of stuff to say without thinking about it. Every time I do this, I can't stop yawning. I hate it. I don't know if it's just because I work and then I get on here and play games, or if it's just I don't know. You know, must be so tired of carrying all these kids on my back. You know, I really wanted a boy, but I didn't get that. Kind of makes me want to cry sometimes because it's like, God damn it. So I'm trying to get my firstborn into scary stuff like monsters and soldiers and like that. Like I was a kid, which my wife's like, she's a girl. She's gonna need to be into Barbies. I don't think so. I think one of the kids can be into the Mummy with Brendan Fraser and Van Helsing because I've got creature toys and Legos that are gonna need to go to somebody once they get older. Unless they decide to sell them all, which will kind of make me a little upset. On my way back home after day 13's already started, so we'll see once I get back on and finish the video. We'll see what goes on. By this point, I had already explored the rest of the mine shaft, and I found a lava pool to get some obsidian with, and hopefully go back home before it's day 17. Because then I can build the portal and gather the stuff I want to gather before I make the trip to the Nether. And I always try to collect 30 obsidian before I leave, or 20. I can't remember. I think it's 30. Because then I know I have enough if I want to make a little bit of a bigger portal, or like a ender chest, crafting, or not crafting, but enchantment table. The works. I throw out some of the shit I didn't want to hold on to. The thing with mining obsidian too, you don't want to get stuck under it if you put your water down, because you'll just burn up and lose all your stuff. Which is really surprising that I didn't find a abandoned nether portal in my world, because usually you find like 2 or 3 of those while you're exploring something. Also, for a PS note, if anybody ever sees it this far, me and my wife might record a Gears of War 5 Horde mode video. She's getting really good at it, and we really like playing it together because it's fun to run around and kill shit. But I'd have to figure out how to splice both the videos together. But yeah, I keep collecting obsidian, then I eventually decide to run back home and build it. So I'm on my way up right now to the surface, and I'll be honest, I got lost on my way back home. I had to pull up one of my old videos to see what my coordinates were, because I got lost, and the map doesn't show you what direction you're going if you're off of it now. You kind of just have to wing it and really try to figure out where you're going. But yeah, it was kind of sucky at the start of the surface, but we made it back home eventually. So here I am, digging my way into the fresh sunlight. And it was kind of hard to, because when you're, I don't know how to word it, but if you're surrounded by trees, you really can't tell where you're at unless you get out to a clearing, because everything just looks the same. So like if you climb the top of a mountain, you might be able to see something that's familiar. So this is still me trying to figure out where I'm at and where I need to go. But yeah, you know how it goes. I eventually found my house when it was nighttime. I could see it lit up, and along with the cheating of coordinates. But it's nice that Minecraft added the coordinate system, and it is also the end of day 17. So when I go to bed again, it'll be 18, and then 19, and then 20, and we're done with this video. And I can touch up the editing and figure out what I want to add, like sound wise. I feel like I add too much sounds to it, but I'm offloading all my shit and gonna make me a little enchantment table. I messed up my nether portal. I can't believe I did that like it's my first time playing. But I hope you guys are enjoying this journey. I hope somebody sees this out there in the wild. It's going to be a big video to make. I'm putting a lot of my time into it. With the nether portal done, I decide to round up some more stuff to do and figure out what I'm going to need to take in there. Because I would hate to be blown up at my portal when I'm trying to do something. That would just set me off so bad. Here I am starting my journey to the nether where I'm disappointed with how I landed up. I don't want to spoil it until I walk in. I'm cooking the last of my food and hopefully I'm not setting myself up for failure. I do also trim up this area right here because I don't have much time left before I can do all this before day 20. So hope you guys enjoy some dirt mining. I do eventually want to have a big ass kind of like town set up here. Have my starter base be like the center of it and then have a bunch of buildings around it and a village or prison in the other area. I do want a massive garden. I'm one of those old school guys that likes to not set up an automatic garden and just do it myself. And here I am trying to kill some monsters, trying to get some more arrows. So I don't have to mine my gravel trying to get flint without having fortune. And I found a zombie horse rider, which was cooler than hell. I thought it would demolish me as soon as I saw it, but we'll see who becomes victorious over this. I killed it! Me alone. I was really hoping the zombie would drop its spear, but it didn't. But when you catch the glimpses of the nether portal, you can kind of see it glowing on the water. It looks cool. Hope you guys are enjoying my nighttime slaughter of animals and monsters. Day 19, folks. It's time to head to the nether and see where I'm going. I feel like the skeleton and copper armor should have been foreshadowing. If you know what I mean. But this is me literally playing it last night and trying to get it done before it's day 20. Got my gold helmet on. I'm going to trade my gold bars, but find some piglins. But here we go. The moment I've been working towards this whole video. This is what I mean. I spawned in the Soul Sand Valley or Soul Sand Waste, whatever they're called, and I was kind of disappointed. When I do get attacked by skeletons while I'm trying to do this. So this moment, I'm like, I really hope I don't get fucking blown up. I think maybe at this point I ran out of arrows. Yeah, kind of made me upset, but I kind of make a big block around my portal with cobblestone if I can, because it's resistant to fireballs and the gas will mess you up. I really don't want to get knocked into the lava pool while I'm trying to do this. Couldn't get him. So I think the skeleton shot that fireball back at me and I couldn't, hit it back in time, so it kind of sucked. There I am shitting myself in the corner, crying. Please don't kill me, Mr. Gast. But yeah, the nether trip wasn't very eventful. I got some quartz, and that's about it. I found a ruined portal in there. It's the first time ever in my whole life seeing a ruined portal in the nether itself. It's kind of like the upside down to me. It is day 19. I forgot to mention that. Or if I already did, I can't remember. It's been too long since I've recorded audio. I'm kind of doing this halfway recording, halfway playing, halfway editing. But there's that portal I was talking about. And other than that, I tried digging out to find another biome, which I'm going to have to dig a while, I think. Because it's just not sustainable. I'm not going to find a fortress in the waste, I don't think. Which, if you didn't know, if you bring a sunflower in the nether and plant it on dirt, you can, it'll point, I think, 90% of the time to a fortress location. Or the direction of the location. So I'm going to have to do that when I come in here next time. Here I am, heading back home, disappointed. I didn't find shit. And then a skeleton had wandered its way into my portal, which was kind of funny. Which, once I get enough deep slate, I'm going to build a bridge all the way across the water. That way I can get to the other island. That way. And I might build a fishing hut at some point in the next time I play if it becomes successful. But I do really hope you guys enjoyed watching this because it's been a wild ride for me. Found some gold armor in the chest in the nether, but I am going to repair my chest plate. That'll last a little bit longer for me and tidy up my inventory a little bit. But I am going to find that fortress in the next 20 days I play. I might get on the internets and try to figure out how I can use it other than chunk base. I don't want to cheat and do that, but I might pull it up and do it. But not much else to say other than I've tidied up my inventory and chained a couple pickaxes and was trying to get at least Fortune 2 on one. The enchantment table is coming along pretty well, if I do say so myself. I only need, what, 5 more bookshelves to complete it? And to correct myself from earlier, I do have 4 diamonds, not 6. See, I can get fortune 2 there. If I don't add any more bookshelves and level up some more, but I think I'll just finish the bookshelves and try to beat luck and get fortune 3. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put it. So I can at least get coal with the fortune 1. If I've come across it, or iron, and try to see if I can get more. You kind of want fortune 3 to get the maximum efficiency of a pickaxe. But there's my finished inventory I'm going to go set about the next day with. I'm going to get my garden prepared. So hopefully days 20 to 40 are better event-wise, because I'm going to try to get potions started and a villager prison. I don't know why it lags every now and then. It's kind of irritating. But day 19's over, guys. Day 20 is commencing, and that's where I'm going to cut it off. This has been a long journey for me. I really hope you liked watching, and sub if you really liked it. There'll be more to come eventually.